What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, March 9th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. If you want updates to my sims, that's the way that you're going to get them. Finally, I want you to sign up for our lineup generator. You see the banner at the top and bottom of the screen. Link in the description. If you click it, head on over to Stokastic and get that lineup generator. It's going to be less than $5 for your first week. We do all of the work for you. We generate the lineups, we get rid of everything that we think stinks, and then we let you just sort through the rest of them. You can do that based on chalky lineups, balanced lineups, contrarian lineups, lock a player, swap players out, export up to 20 lineups via CSV. Shows our projections, shows our optimal rates. You can't really ask for anything better, and it's the same cost as like a coffee at Starbucks or a beer at the bar. It's a great deal. I think it's going to improve your DFS play. Go check it out now. And now we could hit the bottom 5 guys in my list: Killian Hayes, Markelle Fultz, Terry Rozier, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Cam Thomas on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Seth Curry, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 3,500, projected for 22. The goal is 23.5. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. Look, there's no telling what's going to happen with the Nets today. They have no Dinwiddie, no Royce O'Neal, no Ben Simmons, no Nick Claxton. They're missing multiple bodies today. So I think we're going to see more minutes here out of Curry. We could see even more. There's a lot of variance in this one at least, but I gave him 26 minutes. He's a 0.85 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot. It is a pace up spot against Milwaukee. They are massive dogs, however. 11 points on 20% usage, 3 assists, 3 boards, and a stock. It doesn't really take much here for Curry. They're going to need some sort of scoring as well, so I think that fits him well. But the price tag is the real key here. At 3,500, with all of these guys out, it's going to be hard to avoid that kind of value. In at number 4, unfortunately, we have Dillon Brooks. He is small forward only, 4,800, projected for 27. The goal is 30. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. 30 minutes here for Brooks. Came back and played about 26 in his first one, so I don't want to give him too many minutes, but he is a very different dude when Ja Morant isn't around. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy in a massive pace-up spot against the Golden State Warriors. Not only that, it's competitive. They're 2-point dogs. Not only that, we've got this whole Dillon Brooks Draymond narrative coming into today. Wouldn't be surprised if they both get teed up pretty early. I could see both of them being dumb about everything that's happening, but you got to go to Dillon Brooks. He's too good of a value. 23% usage, 14.5 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a stock. He covers that small forward position that's always very difficult to fill. I don't normally want to get to Dillon Brooks, but today is a day where I think you need to do that. It didn't work out for people in the last game, but we're doing it again here today. That's going to be Tyus Jones, point guard eligible, 6,700, projected for 35. The goal is 39. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. All of the game stuff that I said about Jones or about Brooks fits here for Jones. Pace up, competitive matchup against the Warriors. 33 minutes here for Tyus, just running the point for the team. Over a fantasy point per minute guy in this spot, closer to 1.1 than anything else. 13 points, 8.5 assists, and 4 boards on 16% usage, plus a stock and a half. The price tag is getting to be where it's supposed to be, but even still, he's a really nice value. Tyus Jones is just a really good basketball player. He's a good fantasy guy. The fact that he's like a fantasy point per minute guy is really helpful. So when you're playing north of 30 minutes in a competitive pace-up matchup, you're just going to be interesting at 6,700. But we're not done yet with Grizzlies. That's going to be Desmond Bane in at number 2. Shooting guard eligible, 8K, projected for 44.5. The goal is 46. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. 33 minutes here for Bane, 1.35 fantasy points per minute. I love the matchup. I love the pace. I love the fact that this game with a 2-point line and is very important for seeding purposes in the West as well. 23 points on 27% usage for Bane, 6 boards, 5.5 assists, and a stock and a half. He's sort of the guy when Ja Morant isn't around. 8K is a price tag that works. I wish he had the MPE. He'd be really difficult to get away from. But even at just shooting guard, 8K isn't the correct price. I mean, look how often he gets to that. If you get 46 fantasy points out of Desmond Bane today, you're pretty happy. You're very live to win GPPs. Like, he's not stopping you from doing that. And he's going to do that like pretty close to 50% of the time. No Ja means get yourself some Desmond Bane. And get yourself the lineup generator. Again, it's $4.48 for your first week. Cancel anytime. If you don't like it, you can get out and you'll never have to think about it again. But I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. It's a tool where we're creating these lineups for you and we're letting you pick through them. If you just click save if you like it, click discard, and another one's just going to pop up immediately. But we've already gotten rid of the lineups that we don't think are very good. At the very least, you should check it out. If you're playing here, if you're playing on FanDuel, you should use this tool for a week. See what we're talking about. Worst case scenario, you're out $4.48 and you're gone in a week. But in my opinion, I think you're going to want to stick around because I think the tool is going to help you out. It's going to save you time and it's going to help you make better lineups. My number one contender for today is going to be Jalen Green. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 6,400, projected for 36. The goal is 38. He's in the optimal lineup 22% of the time. That's 32 minutes for Jalen Green, a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy. No KPJ in this one, so we see a big usage bump. The minutes should be there, and the matchup, a pace-up spot against a not very good Indiana defense, that really helps too. 24 real points on 31% usage. That's a giant scoring day. 4 boards, 3.5 assists, and a stock. If you're getting anywhere right now, I think it's Jalen Green. We're going to have a lot more value popping up throughout the day, but regardless of what happens here, Jalen Green with an MPE at 6,400 and no KPJ around is a fantastic play, and at 8:36 a.m., he is my number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, March 9th. FanDuel version's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight. Everybody win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.